Govee is taking holiday lighting to a whole new level. Today we're going to be checking out the Govee permanent outdoor lights, icicle lights, net lights, and the curtain lights too. I'll be sharing my experience getting these all set up and give you some tips from what I learned during my installation. I'll also show you some amazing features in the app to take full advantage of this setup. I also do want to thank Govee for sending all of these lights out for me to play with and sponsoring today's video. I also want to mention that all of the lights that Govee did send out are all Matter compatible, meaning that you can set it up in any of your smart home ecosystems, but these are also natively compatible with the Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant ecosystems. But let's start it off by talking about one of my favorite lights from Govee, and that is their Permanent Outdoor Lights Pro. These lights are designed to be installed once and never taken down again. They're low profile and come in black or white to help them blend in with your eaves, and they come in several different lengths. You can get a 100, 150, or 200 foot length. Now, before installing these lights, you'll want to get them all connected and make sure that everything is working properly. Now, if you do go with the 200 foot box, there is going to be a power boost box that comes with your set. That is going to need to be installed after your 5th string. After that, you can connect the remaining 7 strings in your full setup. If you don't get that installed, it is going to cause problems down the road, so definitely keep that in mind. Now, on the back of each one of these lights is a double-sided sticky tape that is extremely strong, and they also come with extra in the box if you need them. Now, the eaves on my house don't play nice with these lights at all. The gaps are just too far apart. Now, I could put them at the very end, but that's actually going to be too far away from the wall for me because Govee recommends these to at least be 5 to 10 centimeters away from the wall. Now, something to keep in mind when you are installing these is that the distance away from the wall is completely going to change the look of these lights. The closer it is to the wall, the more of a V shape you're going to get off of these lights reflecting, and the farther away from the wall, the less you'll get that look and more of kind of a broader cast of these lights. So do keep that in mind when you're doing the install. Now, since my eaves are a little odd, I did contact a professional crew to come do the install, and they had a brilliant idea. Just take strips of plywood and run it across under my eaves at the distance that I need, paint it the same color, and wham, everything easily went up after that. Inside the box, you're also gonna get hardware to splice sections together. This is gonna help transition from one roof line to another if you do have a complex roof line. Now, once these lights are installed, they are absolutely beautiful. You can go with the traditional warm white look or use the colorful Christmas display. Now, these being permanent lights, you can actually go beyond that Christmas theme. Use it for different holidays, whether it's going to be St. Patrick's Day or Halloween. Or another idea that I really liked is turning on accent lights on your roofline, whether that be at certain peaks or corners to just help add that little extra bit of ambiance to your house. Now, before I go into all the features that you can use in the app, I want to talk about the other lights that I had installed. Next up are the Govee icicle lights, and these are super easy to install and come with the clips that you need to attach them to either your shingles or your rain gutter. I just slipped the clips over the end of my rain gutter and then hung the cables off of the end. The installation was really that easy and straightforward and brought a lot of extra color to that area. The net lights or bush lights are another cool installation that I had. Now, I initially put these on the bushes in front of my house, but the bushes that I have aren't really long enough for the net that I received. So even though I started putting it there, it just didn't really look right. So what I decided to do was actually move these to the side of the house. I used some double-sided sticky tape to get it up there, and I gotta say, I like this look way better. It keeps it nice and flat up against the house, and you can see the display much clearer than I was able to on the bush lights. Now, granted, from what I've seen of other people, keeping me on the bush, especially if it's a dark bush, look great. But since I didn't really have that option in my front yard, putting it up against the house was fantastic and really filled in that empty area. Now, speaking of empty areas, my garage door has been a black hole in my Christmas setup for years now, but the Govee Curtain Lights 2 has changed all of that. The Curtain Lights 2 come in 3 different sizes. You're either gonna get 1 section, 2 sections, or 3 sections. For the garage door setup that I have, I got the 3-section one, so that is spanning across the entire garage door. And on these, you can display so many different scenes from any holiday. Now, I wanted my install to be easily removed and then added back each year, so I followed the directions of a fellow YouTuber, Chris Mayer, and installed them using an LED light channel. Now, I used double-sided sticky tape inside of the channel, but to make the lights a little bit more secure and just prevent them from falling out, because we do get some heavy winds here, I actually flipped the channels upside down and I found that to be a lot better. If you guys want me to do a full video kind of showing you the details of how I got these installed on the garage, leave a comment down below and I'll go ahead and do that for you. Now the Govee app is where all of the magic happens. You can control the lights individually through there and give them each their own little flare, or you can group them all together and control them in some pretty cool looking scenes. All right, let's get these Christmas lights on and see what we can do with them. There they are. So there's so many different patterns and things that we can do within the app here. I want to show you a few of them right now. So I can go into each light individually and change what it does. So let's go here and take a look at the permanent lights right now. I can go through and click on scenes and select different scenes here. So ones that we like are like universe right here. I'm going to just change the top ones because we're just selected on the permanent lights. Another one here is rainbow. This is a pretty fun one to have if you want to just kind of go through the color spectrum here. If we want to take a look at some of the Christmas ones, so we've got this one here for Christmas. Maybe not the best. We've got Christmas gift right here. That one's a pretty cool one. But you also have the option, if we scroll up here, to go to share space. And this is going to be things that other people have created. We can click on the videos and actually scroll through them and see what other people have done and the automations they have done. So this is a pretty cool one here. I'm going to star it down below. We're going to go back, and then if we go to our DIY section right here, it's going to give us the option of selecting the different ones. So now I've got that one selected right here of just one that somebody else created, which is super cool. So you can go through and kind of design a bunch of different ones right here that I've seen. So we've got the red and green ones here, and these are just kind of traditional lights right here, but some really cool ones that you can see if you use that spare space and then click on DIY. We've got other things here for AI, but what I want to do, let's go ahead and jump out of here, and actually let's bring our brightness all the way up. I'm going to jump out of here and let's go ahead now and take a look at our curtain lights, because these can do some pretty awesome things. Okay, so with our curtain lights here, we've got a lot of the same stuff we're going through, and I've got it selected on our festival tab right here. We can click on Christmas tree. Here's another one, Christmas dancing. That's a pretty fun one right here. I think kind of the typical one that I've been seeing is the Santa Claus one. This is a nice one that is easy to see and you can tell what it is. But just like the other one, we have got our spare space where you can go through and look at a bunch of different options right here. And I've downloaded a few that I really like. We've got this one right here, which is going to be a typical kind of a Grinch style. This one right here, if you've got an elf on the shelf. We've got a snowman here that rolls up. This one here I thought was pretty cool. We've got the baby Yoda in a Christmas theme right here, which is pretty cool. But you can also do other things too. We can go to our AI and select different things. So if we want to create our own custom one, we can ask it through AI here to get our own custom one set up. You can go through different colors if you just want to set up colors. We've also got a finger sketch one, so I can go through here. Let's go ahead and go full screen right here, turn that to the side, and I can just tap and do any kind of drawing that I want to. If I click on apply, it's going to show it up here on the screen. Now, you probably can't see it that well because it does have the white background. That's something that we can change, but that's always an option too, to go through here. I'm going to go back. We got to go back to our Yoda one here because that's the one I like the best. But there are so many different options that you can do with these lights. Let me back out of here. And one last thing I want to show you, click on home at the top and we can actually group all of these together. So I'm going to go to Scenic Dream View right here. And I have all of these lights already set up with a group. And so from here, I can click on like Ice World and it's going to change everything in that group. Right now, I've got all my Christmas lights in that group. We've got another one here for Fairy Tale Land. Another one that's pretty cool. I'm gonna go over here to Festival and let's see here. Let's go to a Candy Cane one. It's gonna update all of our stuff to the same theme. And then we've got another Christmas one down here, sticking with the season. Christmas is coming up, but some pretty cool options that you can see in here. Just to show you, we've also got a Halloween one. So if you wanna do some kind of Halloween decoration, that's a fun one. Here's another Christmas one right here. But some pretty awesome things and so many features that you can do just through the app right here. Now I gotta say, Govee has done a very impressive job with offering all of the light options that they do, but then seamlessly tying them all together in their app and having them all work together. It is very impressive. Now, if you guys want to know more about any of these lights, check out the links in the description. If this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it. As always, don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.